burying your head in that book?
This book is so fascinating. I can't help but read it.
What's that book?
It is The Miracles of Namiya General Store by author Keigo Shino Keigo.
I read this book and have to admit that it's absolutely great. You have never read this book before? Oh my god, it's extremely popular in the world.
Wow. Today let me and Pingy introduce you this book.
Let's go.
First is about the author Higashino Keigo, the king of Japanese detective literature. He was born in 1958 in Osaka City, Japan. He has hundreds of published works, of which more than 50 works have been adapted into film, along with a series of literary awards nominated domestically and internationally.
Unlike Higashino Keigo's previous famous work, such as The Devotion of Suspect X, Naoko, Into the White Night, The Miracle of Namiya General Store is a novel overflowing with love, and just like previous work, the author still make reader not impressed when skillfully integrating seemingly unrelated story into logical connections.
To make it easier to imagine, do you know the story of the three idiots? Now you change the three idiots into three thieves, then you take the time travel element of the Korean horror movie, The Call, and then you take the vibe of the music video Talking to a Stranger by Tim Cookie.
Combined with the attract of detective books and the humanity in My Sweet Orange Tree, all of the above elements combined together create this book. Looking at the cover of the book, you can summarize almost all of the content in this book. First, there were three thieves rushing to hide in the dead of night after a theft. The three had to temporarily take refuge in an abandoned house on a deserted slope. The house seemed to have once been a grocery store with an outside covered in soot, making it difficult to read what was written on it.
Planning to take a break for the night and then leave early the next morning, the three of them didn't expect that what would await them would be a sleepless night, with many mysterious things happening around the house. Above are pictures of guitars, envelopes, phones, watches, vinyl records, classical music players. All of these images are associated with the stories in this book.
When you first start reading, you'll probably find it difficult to understand because the story are just disjointed. But just me, later on you will clearly see that every detail has reason and every mystery will be clearly answered. This book is not a crime or a detective novel, but leans toward fantasy and mystery. With only 5 chapters, the author brings people many touching stories and valuable lessons.
I think that surely at one time in our lives we wish to return to the past to correct all mistakes and choose other options because we felt powerless in the present. And have you ever wondered, the path you've chosen, right or wrong, or what do I exist for? The chaos in our thoughts keeps us spinning in endless circles.
The Miracles of Namiya General Store has delved deeply into the lives of each character in the story, opening up new perspectives, silence, and even small joys for us. From there, we can look at our lives more deeply and completely, and then find the answer for our own lives.
And one of the most valuable and also my favorite details in this book it is white sheet of paper. So if you've read this book, you understand what I mean.
And if you haven't read it yet, read it out to find out its meaning.